Welcome to Skylar Dog Life Coaching. And today we are going to be focusing on leash communications. Super important, right? For public walking and to making sure we are teaching our dogs how to walk in public. Teaching them all the rules. So, for starters, this is my fur daughter, Shia LaBeouf, and she's a Siberian Husky. She's 6 years old. Her birthday is December 29th, so she is a Capricorn, and she's going to be helping me with today's practice. Right now, she is focused on a gentleman who happens to be some street reading, so this is perfect for outside distractions because this is going to be real scenario situations that your dog goes through. We're going to take a deep breath in. I always encourage that because that helps regulate our emotional system, that regulates our mental system and our overall well-being. So taking that first deep breath in, since our dogs are connected to our endocrine system, they understand and they are so in tune into our stress responses, which is why they make such amazing service dogs, therapy dogs, psychiatric dogs, emotional support dogs, because they're connected in that way. So they understand our whole emotional energy and motion field. So taking that first deep breath, again, is helping you to re-regulate yourself, and ground yourself into this present moment. So taking that deep breath in, deep breath out. This is actually so perfect. There's a squirrel right behind the camera. It's one of those times where you're like, oh man, if I had like a camera crew to get like the surround, angles, what's up? Literally dead staring at us. This is beautiful, beautiful. But you can tell by her head movements here. So take another deep breath in. So I really enjoy when our pups use their noses because 60% of the brain is by scent alone. And now we have this unexpected distraction, which is to happen because, again, the unexpectancies in public situations have a whole lot of sensories. And it's best to be in this particular type of a scenario to know what to do. So what I do is first I make sure that my feet are forward. And then if I see her to become a little bit too focused as this squirrel is eating a nut. So deep breath in. Yes, get her to focus at me. I asked her to lay, which she did, which is great, but you see how her hind legs are in a pouncing position. So what I'm going to ask her is to relax. And I do it just by touching the points on her body. Just my fingertips. Relax. So I'm going to use just kind of a shot here. Very delicate moment because she's hearing the squirrel just going all over the place, and then I'm also going to adjust the camera as well. So I enjoyed how she stayed in the position, yes. So I let her know that that's what I enjoyed, and she did the I replicated her lick. The soothing lick there, which means that she complied when I said yes, which was a reward system, and she licked for the soothing factor that she got a reward, which is why she immediately went to that lay and relax mode because she knew that's what I was wanting, though she was testing, bless you, though she was testing to see if I would follow through. And I just use the backhand here. It's not much pressure, really, seriously at all. I just use my backhand to help guide her head towards this way. And the moments when you start to see the eyes go like this, that means they are literally transitioning into they have transitioned into a relaxed state of being. And that's when they're more receptive to listening to your cues, your commands of what you're asking them to do. So as you can hear, the squirrel is in the background, just doing its thing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the camera around for a moment so you can see where the squirrel is at. The squirrel has kind of been at in the perimeter. And as I turn the camera around, Shia has gotten up because she used that focus. She used that particular type of moment to then get up and refocus back at the squirrel. So our dogs are going to do that if we continue to remember that their mentality and their emotional state of being is the equivalent as a 5-year-old toddler to the max. It helps us to understand more about how much follow through, consistency, persistence, and just a lot of unconditional love really does take into place when doing these particular cues and making sure that they are listening to us whenever we're asking them to, for their safety, for their overall well-being, for direction, for guidance, and all of this of sorts, because they do have playful energy. Their natural state of being is to be in the present, is to be of play. And when we continue to remind ourselves that they're literally like the mentality and emotional state of a child in a fur body, it makes it a lot easier. So if you have a dog, you are in for a wonderful treat of this being your absolute lifestyle. And I keep following through, especially with breeds that are meant to, that have a drive for activity and direction. Our dogs are going to test us throughout their lifespan because they want to see how many times we follow through and what reactions and responses that we do with following through. If we react, that's more of a negative connotation. If we respond, that's more of a positive connotation. And dogs look for positive and negative attention. So even if you act like, if we act all flustered or frustrated and stressed and we're looking at them, thank you. And we're looking at them, giving them attention whenever we're flustered, it's still attention. And that's what their goal is really to do. Even if they may not necessarily like that specific attention, per se over positive attention, of course, rewarded attention, it's still attention. So, and that's what children do, as well as they're going through their hormonal and life stages of transformation of being more into themselves. So this is actually what happens to be the lesson of the day. We were going to focus on the leash. I will do that in the next video. But today was the unexpected of how to relax your pup within distractions areas. And I know every scenario is going to be different. So, but this is when, if you are near grass, an area like this is the fastest way to go ahead and get them into a relaxed state of being. And yeah, 100%. All right, tune in to our next video, and we look forward to training with you guys again real soon.